Hello, how are you today? I am, oops, wrong buttons again. How are you? I'm in here today. Just got some chores to do. Oh, this one. That's what I'm excited for today. I knew it was going to be ready. I just do whatever the long one is these days and just poke away at them till they get done. So we have things. We can come down here. Let's do the ones that are seasonal first. And then we're going to go over and harvest all of those flowers and bring in the bucks for the week. That will be the big investment for the week in the funds of my little farm. I'm anxious to get those up to 250. I don't think I've ever gotten them quite as high as 250. So it'll be interesting. I'm quite interested to see how much money I'm going to make per flower when I reach the level 250. It seems pretty cool. I am always excited. Oh, so the sun is shining today. It's still cool, but it's not snowing. So I'm, go me. I'm freaking thrilled. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is nice too because I just, you'll notice up in the left-hand side under my name, I have 36 minutes on the Good Samaritan bonus today. And that's because I'm doing the cache over here, so I want to make sure that functions as well as possible. We can head down here and do this too. And what was it? We were at the two together, so that will be my California poppies. Yep. Do. There. Critter was saying she likes to see the little flower petals. And when I first started playing the game, this is the level I played at all the time. It gets kind of tricky seeing where you're going and what you're doing, but it's really hands-on kind of feeling, isn't it? It's just like you're right in there with these lovely giant flowers. I feel like, there was an old series I remember. Oh my gosh. I saw it on some old sci-fi channel once upon a time where people were Land of the Giants. Does that sound right? People were really quite small. And you know what? We got a few minutes. I'm gonna go back up here and I think I'm really down on fruit. I've got to do the next level of my warehouse is for fruit, and I think it's over 5,000 or 6,000 or something. Anyway, I haven't had enough. So while I'm getting double fruit, this would be the time to just blast through whatever is in season at the moment. Spring is a pretty good season for fruit. You get lots of them done. It is a good thing. I think the tamarind here next to me is getting leveled up pretty good because I've got, it's 4 times a year. This tamarind's every season, I believe, isn't it? So yeah, we're getting up to level 186. The rubber trees have been 250 for ages. They get leveled up pretty fast. Oh, and we'll have to check and see about any of the diamond plants that might need harvesting at the moment too, because the Good Samaritan bonus, not double, but you get, you do get a whole lot more. So good stuff. Very, very goodly. And truck down this way for a second. Ooh, I should have been filling up on the fuel here before starting this whole process. Yeah, double fruit is nice. I like it. So the farm's coming along. I keep making little minor changes and tweaks to things, and then I see something that I know I'm going to change and tweak more, as you do. But it's slowly coming along. The little bits, the details that matter. I'll show you. Actually, I will show you. I was working on the cheese and jam area. I moved it quite a ways back from the town. It really felt cluttered. And it was kind of buggy. And Critter made a comment about how it bothered her too. And I went, God, you're right. I just got to move it. This is it will just keep sitting there irritating. So I've wasted a lot more space. But that's okay because it feels nice. And I just want this to feel like a town, a community, you know, set in a rural area with lots of farming, and feels good. Some little town in Ohio or a village in the middle of England someplace. Yeah, it'll be fine. And then we can take the train. And with the train, the problem with the train is, now I had made the decision that I was just not going to harvest anything, you know, to make sure that everything is, you know, ripe and the flowers are looking their best and all the rest of it. But then we'll have these baskets overhead, and if I get into the photo mode so it looks the best, we can't use the train. So I'll probably end up doing a double tour sort of thing where we'll do the train and then I'll put it in the photo mode, and we'll take a walk down the tracks and we'll look at it one more time from that point of view without all the baskets on top, so we can get a better look at everything. Okay, so these can wait. The animals are okay. I need some gasoline. There's one here. We'll fuel up. And that should probably be enough. And you know what? Just in case, let's just fuel up. Actually, we probably need to sell some flowers down, don't we? Do we need to sell flowers? No, we got lots of room. Although we will be getting double, but we should be okay. And let's do this. Okay, my tea, it won't be ready until this afternoon. Now that's rubber trees. That would be good. You know what? Here. Let's double that. While we're getting double on things, milk is always nice to get double things on. 'Tis a goodly thing, my little goats. And just make sure to use up the Good Samaritan bonus to the best possible effect. Anything I could get this one done before I do that too. And so there's a few things in here that could be sorted. I think these are just little trees which don't give a hell of a lot. I'm not sure I'm gonna worry about these at this point, but they give spices. I guess they're fine. But we will take a quick trip around the diamond garden here for I keep coming over here and going, well, I could do this, I could try that. Then I realize how many plants I'm going to have to move each time. And I have to admit, I get a little impatient and start thinking, I'll just recycle them all and buy new. And then it's like, yeah, just keep working for all these diamonds and blowing through them for no good reason, because that's smart. Oh no, it's not. That's right. Darn. Hecky darn. There might be some of the tea plants that got bought at different times. There could be some that are ready, but I don't think so. It needs some height. I mean, I know there are gardens like this. If you think of Versailles, for instance, you get those big, long knot gardens that go on forever, and they're quite flat, and it's huge expanses of them. And I suppose if I put hedges up maybe between things, if I put, you know, a canal sort of thing between a couple of these areas. Like we've got these blocks of the yellow and white, the dandelion and the calla lilies here in the middle. And I think I feel like I should have put, you know, a row of maybe of water around that, or, you know, take this corner slot here and put a fountain in it. Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. We'll have to try. Actually, we're going to try that. Put a fountain in those corner spots to give it some height. It just feels very, you know, boring. There's no nice way to say it. It's just boring. It's a pretty design on the map, but that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for a pretty design in person. So Well, we get a few extra diamonds here, a little bit of a bonus. 'Tis a goodly thing. So, as a lot of you guys know, I have been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. lately, and I'm into the last season, the 7th season. What can I say? It's freaking brilliant. I mean, the last season feels a little more lighthearted than they have been to date. I mean, there's still, you know, the things and the worries and the tension and the drama and the stuff, right? But, but oh man, it's so good. It just gives you a good chuckle. Lots and lots of happy little chuckles. It's pretty good. I don't want to give spoilers in case you haven't watched it. But. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I mean, it's set in the Marvel Universe. So, you know, superheroes are a thing. Although it starts out feeling very much, I don't know, like a spy sort of thing. You know, we have problems. And here's the one. Okay, we're at 72 with these. 164,000 so far. Oh, sweet. Per plant. It gets better. I'm not even halfway to leveling these. Oh, 'tis wonderful. Anyway, so it starts out sort of like a spy thing, and then gets really wild. It gets into hardcore sci-fi, you know, sci-fi science or science fantasy, perhaps even. It gets pretty good. Definitely some science fantasy, you know, elements. Absolutely. 165,000. Oh. Yeah, they're. I know I've gotten them up high enough to be getting like $250,000 per plant. I don't think I've ever leveled these to 250 on a farm yet. I don't believe I have anyway. Oh, I should have checked to see how much money I had. So right now we're sitting at, it's going up, not quite 1, 2. Okay, so let's say I just saw it turn to 2.14 billion. So let's just say it was at 2.13 even, and then we see where we end up. And we're almost gonna level one more. Oh, one more. And now we're at 167. And we are at 2.15 billion. 'Tis a wonderful thing. And I want to put more in. I've actually been waiting for this particular harvest. I tend to not add more until I'm actually at the harvesting stage. So after I'm done harvesting, I put in more. So the next batch will all be ready at the same time again too. So I will probably go ahead and do that when we're finished. And of course they take longer and longer and longer to level. But it's a nice jump. It feels good that, you know, when you're done with this, it's like, oh, okay, you get a little bit more breathing room for the rest of the week. Done very quickly. They are hands down my winning, my favorite plant. 168 per plant. Ooh. Times 9. What is that? Math. Oh gosh. So if it were 150 per, it would be, let's see, that would be 369 plus that. So yeah, you know, that's pretty good cash right here. Very, very good cash. Oh, I just leveled up too. Well, lucky me. Look at that. My farm and my character were at the same level. That's kind of awesome. What do you know? 185 and 185. I can't believe that this feels like this farm has leveled so quickly. It's been actually very, very nice. Oh, so many bucks. Yeah, I do need to put some more of these in somewhere though. This is just such a great big block of boring. That's kind of bothering me. I keep thinking I should take out a middle row. Excuse me. Again, just to put some flowers at the center or something. or take out a spot in the center and put a little park in the middle of this, or I don't know. This is just a great big old pile of boring. I mean, it gets the job done. You know, it's like having a garage in front of the house. I mean, it's a utility thing. And as long as you just hide it out back, it's not bad. All the lovely daisies. 77. And now we're getting 170,000 per. Okay, that's it. That's just gonna make me crazy. I have to check the thing. Okay, so we'll just round to that time. No, 1, 2, 3 times 9 is equaling. Wow, that's like $1.5 million per jump. That's pretty good. I approve. $1.5 million per click at this point. That's very nice. That is very, very nice. And it gets better. We're only at level 77. Oh. I'm actually quite looking. I guess I could Google it. Somebody out there must have said that the Gerber daisies, you know, at level 250 make blah, blah, blah. Now, this is with the Good Samaritan bonus, and the plants are watered. It's a big drop down from that without those 2 items in place. And the other day I was doing the tea leaves, and I had added a couple plants at the end, like another row, and I had forgotten to put the waterers on them. So I'm going along getting like 230 diamonds per plant or something, and I got down to the unwatered ones, and it dropped to something like 145 or 150. I mean, it was a big, big difference. But I make a point of, well, I didn't at first in here, but the last 2 or 3 weeks I've made a point of, you know, going and helping on another farm before I come home to do these. Make sure I'm, you know, spending my time to the best possible effect, that's all. Which seems like a good plan. Looky there. So we went from 2.13 billion up to more, 2.31. We're not done yet. And we put what, 3 levels or something on the plants. That's good. 'Tis a goodly thing. And I think even if I end up moving them later, I'm just going to put some more in right now. Because, yes. So we ended up at 2.31 billion. So that was what, 1,300,000? Is that what it was to? No, that's not right either. Okay, I find the, and I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I find the way the money is shown just messes with my North American head. It's always just a bit of a, okay, what? And I have to stop and think it through. It's always a bit of an issue for me. And if I ever get these plants in this garden sorted out, I'll actually be able to put waterers in here too, which I have not done yet because God knows where they're going to be. I can't just keep, I can't bring myself to move all those waterers, so I'm losing a lot of goodies here by not doing it, but we'll get there. It'll happen someday. So we will put a few more here. Wow, and I have 1. Really? That seems irritating. And we will put the waterers in straight away because I will forget we're going this way with them. Alrighty then. Oh, I hate the way that flips back and forth. Okay, let's go. There we go. For right down the center, it's okay. If you get it just so. And then you go off by a smidge and it flips to the other side. But that's okay. Just go slow and pay attention. I think I'm going to put another row of flowers in too. La la la. Get more and more and more. And I do have other parts of the farm. And now I'm afraid to, I don't want to go too much closer to this. You know, damn, no kidding. I really don't. And I'm sitting here putting waterers in, and I've got this really bad feeling I'm going to end up moving about 3 rows of this out of here. It's entirely possible. And then I will be swearing the fact that I put those waterers in. Ooh, I'm getting shivers just thinking about it. Oh, because I'm already thinking I need to move this stuff out by a row. So if that's the case, then I'm already screwed up. This is not good. Oh, well, you know, I've done it now. I'll just have to deal. Heck. Oh well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. If I move them, I move them. And quite frankly, it could be, you know, another week or 2 or what. I mean, I could do it tonight, but it could be 2 weeks before I get back to that farm or the garden there. So I might as well just be making some cash while I wait. I'm wasting enough diamonds over there because none of that's being watered yet. So there we be. And this way, the extra row let me have the waterers fit up right. That's the only reason I put them in. I just like things tidy. I mean, not always. I'm not like compulsively tidy, or that's not the case. I like things a certain way. I like things organized. But I also, you know, you also sometimes just like things to be a little wild and lived in and comfortable and just whatever. I'm good with both sides of that coin. So there we go. So, okay, back up here one more time. Get this done. Oops, go around, little girl. You can do it. Missed a spot. There we go. Apricots. Oh, apricot jam. Doesn't that sound good all of a sudden? Quill made chocolate chip cookies again, so my low carb here lately has been a little low-ish carb, although I usually just like break off a little piece as a treat. But so anyway, we're gonna go back to town and I'll show you what I did here. Let's put the little tractor away. So this is my downtown. So when you look over to the residential, I wanted to be able to see the residential, but I didn't want it feeling cluttered, and that's why I've left at least a little green space in between here. Admittedly, it's not a lot, but there's some. And now when I look back here, I'm seeing more trees than I am all that clutter, and that's okay. I like this sort of feeling where I'm looking across the tops of everything here and I'm seeing green all over. Seeing different levels of green, different shades of green. That feels pretty good. These 2 signs, I'm probably going to have to move them. I put in a little cow over here because I had used the Ayrshire cow. So this is our little farm mascot. I need a name for her too, but we'll get to that. Oh, we have a couple of wee bunnies frolicking in the fields, in the trees over here. So that's fun. And if you put food out, they stick around. That's good. So this is just more of the farm area. It's just a little prettier. I left this in here for a lack of, of knowing what to do with it. I just don't know what to do with it at this point and where to put it. It's just such an awkward building. But I will try to turn it into the manufacturing area or something. Maybe we'll have a bookkeeping room and an office out front or something. I don't know what to do with that. But then these guys are back here now. And I've tried to make it, we'll get the little pond back here. And Actually, we got 3. We had 2, and I put a little river pond thing in, but just a little spot back here to sit. Nice, quiet, no big deal. A few flowers floating around. The little vine heart thing going. I don't know why, but why not? Left some green space. A bit of lawn here and there. It feels a lot better. The other was efficient, but it was irritating. Totally irritating. We're sharing the fence with the little fantasy farm thing next door, and that's okay. That's good. I don't know what to do with that either. I might just end up putting however many barns on it as I can manage. And I took out, as you can see, a lot of the barrels. I have found that I am depending more and more on these, the ones that give, 5 at a time. And they're so much faster. And yes, I'm blowing 25 milk every time I do that for that convenience. But the convenience has felt pretty good. And I thought, you know what? If I'm not using them, don't bother. Just clear it up. And there's nothing on this farm that has a lot of anything. I mean, we have okay amounts of everything. Nothing is really big except for that beast. But I mean, everything else is just an okay amount. I have to make several passes for fruit. There's an okay amount of flowers. It's enough that I'm making some money at night when I harvest. There's an okay amount of animals. There's none that are, big and overwhelming. And it just feels like, having less of the cheese and the jam, it just kind of fits with that whole thing. We're not, a monoculture farm. We're not just got acres and acres and acres of great big long massive fields with all the same thing. We're very much, more of an organic, sort of homey kind of community where people grow a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it's all good. Diversity is a wondrous thing. So we're going for diversity more than quantity here with this farm. And I'm good with that. I'm absolutely good with that. Anyway, so this was just a chore day. Now we do have the bonus going on here. Where's my best plants for harvesting right now? These are, maybe these. These are not bad. Those are not ready yet. Most of this group are just, okay. There's not a lot of cash there. I don't bother with most of these unless I have a quest for them. I mean, down here, no, those are the 2 roses that are the least. These are okay. I think the bellflowers up here are probably my best bet right now. The blue ones are, all right. These are the best, 17. Might as well use up the last few minutes of the Good Samaritan bonus here to make a bit more cash. I usually just do these at night, but what are they? How long? 12 hours. It's possible I'll even be up late enough to do them one more time tonight. I usually am these days. God, I've been busy lately. Lots and lots of deadlines and things kicking around. Anyway, I am going to say goodbye. Thanks for hanging out while I did the chores today. And if you've been thinking about, what's just one big cash crop, if you're going to do a monoculture anything, I would say black tea, crocus, and the Gerbera daisies. And if you want other flowers because you're bored, oh, actually, I should check on those. No. This right here, the white orchids are absolutely brilliant for cash too. Probably after that, either one of the other orchids, the red maybe, or the red roses, they're pretty good too, but the white orchids are really good money as well. If you're just bored doing the same orange daisies all the time. The black tulips get pretty good with cash. They're not bad at all. not dreadful. But I am going to head out now. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I will be looking. The forest. That's what we're going to be doing here soon. We definitely have more houses to do. We've got a forest. We've still got the big carnival area. There's still a couple of other smaller bits and pieces along the way as well. And then, of course, the train. There's still a lot of things that need beautifying or sorting out, or fences changed or moved. I know all of the paths in the farming area have to be changed because I'm not happy with what I did with that. But oh, excuse me, guys. But thank you heaps for being here, and I will see you again soon. Thank you to everyone who makes my life possible. Bye-bye, guys.